Good morning, chili dogs. What you focus on grows. Feed them horses. Three more pots coming your guys' way. Today, we're embodying our crown energy. See you over there in a second. Green, off. All right, guys. The hammer fist is coming down. I create almost a little bump here. Do you see? And so the whole goal is, as I'm pushing down with this fist, the hammer fist, I'm creating a divot in which I can use to bundle up some clay here to create this bump. Then I just slowly take that fist back, builds up right on the back of your wrist here. And so you lead all this chunk and you get it thinner, but you take that chunk out to the side. If you have your left hand here, it's gonna go all the way around, hit that left hand, and then get right on center. So I'll show you guys. And as you get wider, slow down how fast you bring that out, right? Because you need to allow it to make that one full rotation. Hello, it's me, Llama. I've been conjured to create a volcano. Whoa! Camera B. Camera B. Camera B. Slowly walk this back towards yourself. Push in. Project that bump. And slowly lift that up. Slide our wheel down maybe a little bit. And walk that up. Focus on that bump. Focus on maintaining it. Reduce that bump when you get to the thin parts. And walk it up. Pop that up one more time. So instead of the normal tabs where you go in towards it, you go towards yourself, so then they have a longer gap in between each. And I feel like it makes it look more like it's movement or grass or something is flowing. Grab your hammer fist, project that over top of the clay. There we go. Is every single line, right? Do you see my finger right here? Like, do you see this little line here? So keep an eye on that line. So do you see how I'm just slowly walking that up? And I imagine it's like a loading bar, and each time that raises or lowers, right, I'm loading one layer of the information of the pot, right, or the form. And so what I'm saying is, if you feel like there's a lot of tension, allow it to sit and make a couple of rotations before you raise it up a little bit, right? And doing that, you'll notice that you're giving more time for the clay particles to realign themselves, and there'll be less tension on the pot, right? I'm going to twist the rest of this up here. There we go. So you can see how it twisted really low. If I'm here, I'm going to slowly just raise this up instead of go out, so I can create some more volume on that top. Pop this ledge up, get this out. There we go, number 2's done. Slowly just bring this up. Allow those lines, try to really feel those lines printing themselves on the object, right? Every time you have your hands connected to the object here, it's relaying information to you, right? And so you just want to make sure that you're listening. What the clay is telling you. Alright? Push that over. Whenever I feel that wobble, I'm lowering that right hand down. I'm slowly bringing that top hand, that left hand, over top. Get ready. Curl that hand back around. Up a little bit. Now you have a nice taper, right? A nice line, a nice taper here. And we're back down over top. Hey guys, me, Mr. Llama here. One more volcano pole. Is this one gonna work? Let's find out. Right down to the bottom. Swap over to camera B. Slowly allowing that llama, that front hand, to bite into that clay and then walking itself up here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dry your hands off. Get ready to hold this twisted middle. twist it all the way up. And we have a new starting point for our tree to start. Open that up. Right down to the bottom. Here we are, guys. We're back again with another Pottery Demon pottery review. These are the pots from today, okay? So we'll start off with these two, all right? I'll start off with the winner of the day. This one over here. I think I really like this one. When I think about opening up the vessel, what is the interior of the vessel, right? Oftentimes, I don't think potters recognize that as a space that can be investigated, right? And they'll usually just close it off, right? Or it's not really the highlight of the piece. But I think with these trees that I open up on the top, it reveals the spirals that are happening because of the twist on the interior, making it more interesting. And so I think when I open that up completely, they start totally distancing themselves from traditional pottery vernacular, right? And so I'm not liking the petals that I did on the bottom. I went a little bit too thin, and I think that doesn't look as nice, right? Next up, we're gonna start over with this one. This one, I think, it was kind of cool. I did some tendrils, and I tried to do something different with the tendrils. I tried to make a pattern tendrils, but make them interact with each other. I realized that I actually didn't really like how they turned out, but looking at this and trying to group tendrils together on when I do a lot of tendrils, I think that's an interesting thought that I may explore in the future. What I'm thinking about is sometimes when I do a double tendril, I'll swap the position or the spinning direction of the wheel so I can bring the two tendrils together close to each other, right? I think distance of the tendrils really made it difficult to make them interact with each other. Or if I bring that distance back towards each other by, spinning it the opposite direction, I think that'll be a lot more interesting and maybe result in some new bottoms for the pots. Then, we got the one on the top here. This one is the first one I did of the day. I think there's a good balance to this piece. It's kind of wide. I did I kind of folded the skirt in, but instead of in towards the pot, I did it towards myself, and it elongated the distance between these bottom flaps, right? Then that twist of that tree, it's a little bit more than what I'd say that's happening on this one. So I think it looks a little bit more interesting, a little bit more tree-like, right? Then when I get to the top of the tree, it goes out and then curves back in a little bit more drastic, where maybe on this one it's a little bit more round, less drama to the object itself. And so I'm really appreciating the sort of contrast and simplicity of form that I'm getting in this one, where, this one's still super bottom heavy, but I don't think it's really like killing it at that bottom, right? But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. All the best.